Hey, let me tell you a story. Just yesterday, I had a dinner with a few friends of mine, and one of them has a software team. He's a founder of a small software company, and he's listening to my videos, these morning videos, which I'm recording, and which one of them you're listening to right now. And I think that he managed to watch them, most of them. I don't think all, but most of them. And he told me yesterday that there are two different realities. That his words are. That one reality is that you picture in your videos the way software should be developed, the way we should manage programmers, the way we should organize that process, what quality is, what maintainability is, how we should be paid for the work. That's one reality. And a completely different reality is what happens in his software team. He's got probably maybe 3-4 programmers, and he's saying that the way they work and the way he manages them is a completely different story, completely different reality. So he understands that my reality, the reality I picture in my videos, is great, it's perfect, it's awesome, but it's a utopia, and the reality he's managing, he's experiencing, is a completely different story, and that's the actual reality. And the question from him was, what am I going to do with that? What's my plan? Because I keep recording the videos, so I keep trying to teach my listeners to what's the right way. But you listeners are getting back to your software teams, the real teams, and you can't apply that knowledge because the reality is completely totally different. That's his words, and probably you may understand him because most likely you have the same in your team, in your projects, in your companies. And my answer, and I promised him to record that answer, to give the answer in the video. My answer is that when I was developing software 15 years ago, 10 years ago, and I was in your reality. I was where you are now. I was having problems. I didn't like how unmanageable my stuff is. I didn't like how low quality my programmers were developing. I wasn't able to control anything. I was just paying them salaries every month, and my projects were just dying for no reason, and I was not able to do anything with that. I was working for my programmers, not my programmers were working for me. I was working for them. And I was totally frustrated every day. I didn't like my work. I didn't like what I was doing. I hated that. And I had no exit strategy. I didn't know what is the right way. I didn't have me with my videos 15 years ago. Nobody told me that, look, what you're doing now is a reality, but there is a better world, there's a better reality. You just need to move there. Nobody told me that. I didn't know what is the right world. And I was experimenting, trying to find what's better, and I finally found it, and I managed to implement it in Zerocracy. That's the company where we actually developed the software I think is the right way. The way I think is the right way. And I demonstrated to you. Of course, you cannot do exactly the same today because you didn't spend 15 years. You didn't have that long time to understand everything, which I understand, spending my time. But I'm giving you the ready-to-use picture of the better world. Now it's your decision which parts of that picture you start applying today, tomorrow, next week. You may completely ignore it, but you are watching my videos, you are watching my channel. That means that you're interested. You cannot apply everything today because you are working with people who are way smarter than you are in the way of management. I said it many times, that programmers are way smarter than their managers. We know how things work, we know how computers work. We can cheat, we can lie, we can fool any manager on top of us. I can tell you that I'm working on this problem for 2 weeks while this problem requires 20 minutes to be fixed. And you will believe me. You will pay me. You will ask me every day what's going on. And I will give you some stories, some reports. But at the same time, I'll be doing something completely different. Maybe I'll be scrolling Facebook or playing some games. So we are way smarter. And you need to find a way how you can manage those smart people who are unmanageable by definition. And I'm giving you that picture. I'm telling you how it should be done. I keep recording this video, and I'm giving the business model of Zerocracy, which actually works, which actually can do that. Zerocracy can control those smart and lazy programmers, who we are. Actually, I'm one of them. And now it's your decision which parts of this utopia world you can take and put it into your reality. Of course, you can completely ignore and think that there are two different realities and they will never match, they will never overlap. You will never take what we are suggesting, what I'm suggesting, what we're doing in Zerocracy, and you will never apply that stuff on your reality. That could be your decision. But I'm recording all this having a hope that you will actually take some pieces out of that, apply them to your world. And maybe one day you will come to us, to Zerocracy, and say, I'm quite close to you now, and I'm ready to take more from you. And maybe I'm ready to actually hire Zerocrat, the robot, to manage my programmers who I struggled to manage for so many months or years. So that's my hope, to one day that those two worlds will start overlapping in your mind. You will start understanding that something can be applied to your reality. So keep watching. That's my summary. Keep watching, keep thinking that those two realities are different, but one day they will become closer and closer, and one day you will understand that you're ready to become a more professional, a better manager. Thanks for listening. Thanks for the question. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.